Hello everybody, we are live with an edition of Friday Night SmackDown. My name is Mr. Rob, and welcome back to a Universe Mode here on the channel. The first SmackDown in the post-Hell in a Cell era, whereas now we begin to build towards Money in the Bank. If you're excited for this edition, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Universe Mode content. And we're going to start tonight's show off with none other than the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, who makes his way to the ring, who's got a lot he wants to get off his chest. This past Sunday at Hell in a Cell, Drew McIntyre teamed up with Kofi Kingston to battle the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. So unfortunately, well, they did win the match, so they did pick up the victory, but it was by disqualification in the championship matchup. Title cannot change hands via the disqualification thanks to the Usos using a steel chair. So while McIntyre did win the match, he was unable to win the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. That has not sit well with Drew McIntyre. We hear he has some things he wants to say. He wants to address the bloodline. And so we'll have to see in just a few moments, what does Drew McIntyre have in mind? This past Sunday at Hell in a Cell, Kofi and I had a chance to get one up on the bloodline, but in typical fashion, they took the cheap way out and cost us a fair chance at the tag titles. Well, I'm tired of these games, so I'm going to go right to the head of the table. I want a Universal Championship match. Roman Reigns, get out here. Well, McIntyre has called out the big dog himself, Roman Reigns, and his music is hit. Roman Reigns coming to address Drew McIntyre. And oh, wait a second. This is not Roman Reigns. This is his special counsel. Paul Heyman makes his way to the ring. And Drew cannot be happy about this. But Paul Heyman does have a microphone, so I'll have to see what he has to say. Hello, Mr. McIntyre. My name is Paul Heyman. And I'm sorry to inform you, but Roman Reigns is not here tonight. See, after a successful title defense against Xavier Woods at Hell in a Cell, he's been granted the night off. And as far as your challenge, I'm afraid that won't happen. Because you see, with my persuasion and fabulous idea, I was able to convince upper management earlier today to have you added to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match without even having to qualify. But as a result, two other superstars will compete in our main event tonight for the next shot at the Universal title. But this isn't a bad thing, Mr. McIntyre. You can get a future title opportunity whenever you want, as long as you're able to get past 7 other superstars, that is. Well, it doesn't seem Drew McIntyre has been very happy with what Paul Heyman has to say. A Claymore kick levels the special counsel. Drew McIntyre with the shot. And somebody might need to come check on poor Heyman. He is motionless in the ring. A Claymore kick. Well, I think Drew McIntyre knows what he has his sights set on. Well, an explosive start to tonight's show. Let's get into the action. First off, we're going to see Butch go up against Ridge Holland as the Brawling Brutes continue to implode. Sonya Deville goes up against Liv Morgan, who's making the trip down to SmackDown, considering she's a Women's Tag Team Champion. Money in the Bank qualifier, Drew Gulak will face Sami Zayn, as well as Mustafa Ali against Jinder Mahal. And then the main event, the number 1 contenders match, Kofi Kingston versus Sheamus. Butch picks up the win over Ridge Holland. Liv Morgan comes to SmackDown and gets the win over Sonya Deville. Sami Zayn qualifies for Money in the Bank. He notches the victory over Drew Gulak. Now time for Mustafa Ali versus Jinder Mahal. Well, this is the second Money in the Bank qualifying matchup of the night. We just saw Sami Zayn qualify, so he will be a part of that ladder match. And we did find out in the opening moments that Drew McIntyre is also in Money in the Bank. We'll touch more about that in just a moment to kind of recap what developed earlier. But now a chance for the 3rd out of 4 SmackDown superstars to be named, and making his way to the ring is Mustafa Ali, who is very familiar with Money in the Bank, was mere inches away from winning the briefcase a couple years ago. before Brock Lesnar made his appearance. No, but Mustafa Ali, he's been at odds with Jinder Mahal since Mahal laid out the Intercontinental Champion Ricochet. We have not seen Ricochet for a couple of weeks since Mahal put him through a table. And Jinder Mahal stood up Mustafa Ali stood up to Jinder Mahal for his friend. And that's what's led to this one-on-one contest here tonight. Mustafa Ali will have Mansoor, his tag team partner, in his corner. And making his way to the ring is the modern-day Maharaja himself, Jinder Mahal, who will have the sky-scraping Shanky in his corner. And Mahal has made quite a bit of enemies recently. Had an Intercontinental Championship match a couple weeks ago live here on SmackDown, was unsuccessful, but after the match laid out Ricochet. We said put him through the table with the Colossus, and Ricochet has not been seen since. So Jinder Mahal not done, it seems, and Mustafa Ali has accepted the challenge. He wants to take it to Mahal, says he's tired of seeing Mahal take out his friends. And that's led us to this one-on-one contest, and we've upped the stakes even more. The winner of this match will qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. So a lot on the line here as we get going with tonight's episode of SmackDown. Mustafa Ali versus Jinder Mahal. Winner qualifies for the ladder match. And here we go. Let's get this one underway. As both superstars lock up in the center of the ring, Mahal has a hold of the much smaller Mustafa Ali in this contest, but Mustafa Ali will power out. Ali, we mentioned, very close to winning Money in the Bank. Unfortunately, was unsuccessful as Mustafa Ali looks to take it to Mahal. Ali is still looking for his first championship here in WWE. It's been a long journey for it, but winning Money in the Bank, 85% cash-in success rate in its history. So if you win, you have a very solid chance of potentially being a future world champion, which for Mustafa Ali, that would do wonders for his career. Mahal, on the other hand, has been a former WWE champion, so Mahal knows what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Has yet to win Money in the Bank in his career, but he does have a WWE championship reign to his name. And for Mahal, it's been a long time in between drinks. Ever since he lost that WWE championship, he's been a United States champion, but only for relative briefly. And Mahal's been on a very long slump, but in recent weeks, we've seen this newfound aggression in the modern-day Maharaja, kind of getting back to what got him to the big dance in the first place. Fortunately, was unable to get the Intercontinental Championship, but did lay out the champion. So I doubt Ricochet has forgot about that one when he does return it to the blue brand. Right now, Mustafa Ali gets a cover attempt here on Mahal, but Mahal does have that right foot underneath the ropes. As Mustafa Ali looks to get Mahal back up on his feet. But instead, Mahal will whip Mustafa Ali into the corner. And now a kick to the midsection and just dragging the face across the top rope. Mahal doing some damage. Knows he has a 5 count to release it. And now throws Mustafa Ali into the mat. Well, we mentioned this is the third qualifying spot here on SmackDown. Sami Zayn did just knock off Drew Gulak to qualify for the ladder match. And in the main event, or not in the main event, in the opening promo, Drew McIntyre is a part of the ladder match. Paul Heyman did tell us that McIntyre will be a part of Money in the Bank. Now, I don't think that's quite what Drew McIntyre had in mind when he called out Roman Reigns. Heyman says he did McIntyre a favor. I think Roman Reigns is just dodging, is ducking Drew McIntyre. I don't think Roman wants any part of the Scottish Warrior, and this is Paul Heyman's plan to take him away from the world title picture in the meantime, because tonight there will be a #1 contenders match for the Universal Championship. McIntyre will not be a part of that matchup. It will be Kofi Kingston versus Sheamus. That should be a big one later on tonight. Right now, qualifying for the ladder match, Mustafa Ali looking pretty good against Jinder Mahal. Now a kick to the midsection. The DDT drops the Maharaja, but Jinder quickly making his way back to his feet. Nice resiliency being shown. Ali cuts off any sort of offense, though, from Mahal and flips him around for a Hurricane Rana. Holds the cover high on the shoulders. Gets 2, though, before Mahal does kick out. So Mustafa Ali looking pretty good right here. Now has a hold of Mahal and swing him back for another neckbreaker attempt. As Mustafa Ali has made his return in recent time to SmackDown. It's been a long time for Mustafa Ali, but he's picked up in pretty solid form. He's taken Mansoor again underneath his wing, as promised. This will be different between the two of them, as there's a high knee from Mahal. And so far, they've looked pretty good. Starting to make a name for himself in the tag division. The single star, Ali still has aspirations for that, but right now sits in the camel clutch. Mahal, center of the ring, sits down on the back. And Ali is in a lot of trouble here, but Ali will power through and does slam Mahal back down to the mat. And now a kick to the midsection. Ali looking for another neck breaker attempt. Does connect on Mahal, working away on that neck of the former WWE champion. And another neck breaker for good measure. Mustafa Ali employing a very simple game plan, one that has been pretty effective to this point, as now he goes for a 450 splash. It connects 450 down on Mahal. This should qualify for Money in the Bank, but Mahal does kick out at 2. The match will continue. Mustafa Ali in a little bit of disbelief. And now at ringside, Shanky talking a little bit of trash to Ali. This could give Mahal the opening. Back to his feet now from behind. Spins around Ali, has him up on his shoulders, and is going to hit him with a nice driver into the mat. Death Valley driver there for Mahal, and the distraction by the sky-scraping Shanky gives Mahal the upper hand. And now Mahal looking to take advantage, misses the knee drop though. Ali does roll out the way, goes for a big super kick, doesn't quite get the elevation, and instead now Mahal from behind has him up and hits him with the Colossus. Down goes Ali. Mahal going to be a part of the ladder match, but no, Mustafa kicks out at 2. Jinder Mahal can't believe it, just gave him his best shot, but it was unable to pick up the victory here tonight. Mahal got to stay on the offense. Ali trying to stay alive in this matchup. You got to know he's badly hurt. And now trying to take it to Mahal. Lines him up again for the super kick. This time Ali does connect on the jaw. Quickly goes to the top rope to take advantage. Gonna turn around, hits the imploder 450, but Mahal got the knees up. And now that could be a huge swing for Mahal right when Ali was starting to get rolling. But Mustafa not laying off of the offense. A couple of right forearm strikes to the spine of Mahal. And now Ali have Jinder right where he has him. One goes for another senton, but Mahal again gets the knees up, scouting the offense, and now Mahal with a neck breaker of his own. Lining up Ali center of the ring. Comes from behind, has a hold of him again. Thinking Colossus, second time, another Colossus to Mustafa Ali, the second one of the matchup. And Mahal is going to get the victory. Jinder Mahal qualifies for Money in the Bank. Big win here for Jinder tonight. He gets to celebrate his victory. And he's going to do just that. But Mahal, hold on, having second thoughts. And oh no, we've seen this in recent times. Mahal attacking Mustafa after the bell. But wait a second. That's Ricochet's music. The Intercontinental Champion. He surely can't be here. And Mahal has realized what has happened. The music has hit. And Ricochet is in the building. There he is, the Intercontinental Champion, making his return since being put through the table. And he's going to come take it to the man who did it to him, stopping the attack on Mustafa Ali. Ricochet to the rescue as he takes the belt off, and Ricochet making a beeline to the ring. Mahal is in it. He's ready for him, as here comes the flawless one into the ring. Mahal wants nothing to do with it, but Ricochet is going to take it to him regardless. Clothesline over the top rope. And you know this has been brewing. Ricochet been waiting for weeks to get his hands on Jinder again. Throws him into the steel stairs, and look at this. Ricochet taking apart the announce table, looking to give Jinder a piece of his own medicine. Gets Mahal back up on his feet. He's going to send him closer to the announce table, into the corner. That corner right into the rib cage of Mahal. And now Ricochet bounces Mahal again off of the announce table. Looking to drag him over. Mahal looking to fight out of this. Trying to create a little bit of separation. Kick to the midsection. He's going to throw Ricochet into the ring, trying to create some space here. As Mahal, I think, looking to maybe potentially leave. He's now actually going to oblige. As Ricochet, though, is going to go to the outside, goad Mahal into coming back after him. Mahal has a hold of Ricochet and bounces him off of the announce table. Now Ricochet again leading off of it, but a right elbow strike backs up Mahal. Ricochet again with the hold of Jinder, throws him again into the announce table. I think Ricochet wants to use this announce table. Has Mahal lined up now, going to get him on top. Ricochet in Mahal on top of the table. Ricochet has Jinder up on his shoulders and drives him through the table. This time Mahal goes through it. Ricochet answers with a shot of his own, and he takes it to Jinder here tonight. Well, the Intercontinental Champion back here on SmackDown. A very explosive moment just a second ago, but now it's time for even more fireworks. Our main event, a #1 contenders match for the Universal Championship. The winner will challenge Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank for the Universal title. And making his way to the ring first is Kofi Kingston, who has a very big opportunity here tonight. He was also Drew McIntyre's partner, who was screwed out of the SmackDown Tag Team Championships at Hell in a Cell. So it's a little bit of a redemption shot for Kofi Kingston. He gets a win here tonight. Gets him another crack at the Bloodline, as he'll have to get through, though, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, who's looked really good in recent times. The Brawling Brutes are no more. A couple of losses in tag team action, and that's led to the trio going their separate ways. And Sheamus is trying to retake the step into the main event picture. He picked up a big triple threat match victory over his Brawling Brute teammates just a week ago, and that's propelled Sheamus to this opportunity to once again get back to the Universal Championship, as Sheamus thinks he has one more run left in him. The former 4-time world champion is looking to make it 5, but he's got to get through Kofi Kingston here tonight, and he do just that. It's time now for our main event, Kofi Kingston versus Sheamus, #1 contenders match for the Universal Championship, and our main event is underway. Two superstars who have quite a bit of history in recent months will do battle one more time with a shot at the biggest prize here on SmackDown, as Kofi with the quick early advantage drives Sheamus into the corner. A couple of lefts and rights. This is pent up frustration for a couple of months, and just more strikes to the face, and now Sheamus will drop into the corner. Well, we've seen the New Day and the Brawling Brutes go at it for months on end, but pre-WrestleMania time. But now the Brawling Brutes are no more, so Sheamus has said, hey, I decided to end the trio. They weren't getting it done. They weren't listening. They were losing match after match. I'm better than this. And Sheamus did knock off both Butch and Ridge Holland in triple threat action, so Sheamus kind of proving his point that he is better than loss after loss. And a win here tonight, a second win in a row, would be quite beneficial for his career, as now Sheamus has the early advantage over Kofi Kingston. Sheamus is a former 4-time world champion. Actually is a former Mr. Money in the Bank winner. Did cash in. One of those world championship victories was against Roman Reigns. So Sheamus does have old history with the Tribal Chief, and he would like to revisit that rivalry. Sheamus with a quick early control here. Now on Kofi. Misses a knee drop, though, as Kofi quickly gets back to his feet. Now looks to take it to the Celtic Warrior. An uppercut will drop Sheamus. Kofi Kingston tag team partner Xavier Woods unable to get it done at Hell in a Cell. Had the Universal Championship opportunity. Was unsuccessful that night, but Kofi Kingston would like a shot his own. We've seen Kofi Mania in the past. Former WWE Champion. Could we potentially see Kofi Mania 2 at Money in the Bank in Las Vegas? Well, Kofi's going to try to drag Sheamus against the ropes right now, so try to get a pinfall here, and only gets a 1 count on Sheamus. Kofi looking to get Sheamus back to his feet. It's a nice DDT there. Kingston now in control of this contest, working away on his opponent. And more kicks drops Sheamus, but Sheamus, another one to the face, trying to get back in this fight. Both meet up in the center of the ring again, and Kofi will send Sheamus over the top rope to the floor as we head to the outside of the ring. Both superstars looking to do battle out there, as Kofi Kingston continues to work away on Sheamus, one of the most successful tag team members in WWE history. This is a shot at a singles opportunity. Speaking of his tag team partner, Big E, still resting the injured neck. We give him our best wishes as always. Hopefully, Big E is going to make a very successful recovery. Back in this matchup, nice right-hand strike drops Kingston to the mat. Now Sheamus with a ground and pound on the outside. We know Sheamus likes to fight. You know, it's fight night right now on SmackDown whenever Sheamus is involved. And a couple more strikes, and Kofi goes down again. That knee, I think, caught him on the jaw. And Kofi could be in a lot of trouble right now. These are vicious strikes from Sheamus as he gets Kingston back to his feet. Ref up now to a count of 6. I think Sheamus going to go for the countout victory here. A countout does give you the win. You don't have to pin your opponent. A countout is just as well, and you will be named the #1 contender. Is refing up to a count of 7 now. Now a count of 8. But Kofi is back to his feet, and he will make it back in the ring. Springboard attempt. Nice springboard drop kick by Kofi. It might have caught Sheamus a little off guard coming back in the ring. And that could be the opening that Kingston needs. More strikes. It's been a very hard-hitting matchup so far. As now Kofi goes under. Kick to the midsection. Another DDT. And Kofi is in control now, going to hit the ropes. He's going to look for the boom boom drop in. No, he doesn't hit it. Sheamus has it scouted. Moves out of the way. But Kofi, more strikes. Backs up Sheamus up against the ropes. As thought Sheamus would have the upper hand when it comes to strikes. But Kofi has matched him strike for strike. And now Kofi, what is he thinking? Going for a leapfrog over the top rope. Takes out Sheamus. Kofi putting his body on the line. That's what you got to do when you want to be the #1 contender for the Universal Championship. Now Kingston more strikes on the outside. Sheamus does catch the boot though and hits him a nice dragon screw leg whip. And there goes Kingston. Sheamus quickly gets him back to his feet. Gonna have it up on his shoulders. And an Alabama slam to the outside. That is a big time maneuver. Very little padding outside the ring. And Sheamus looking to get Kingston back in. Maybe trying to look to finish him off here. As Kingston's slow to get back to his feet. Sheamus going to pick him up. Has him up. Looking for that Celtic cross. High up on the shoulders. And throws him into the ropes. Celtic cross into the ropes. Kingston in a lot of trouble here. And gets met with a bro kick for good measure. Sheamus into the cover to put away Kingston. Gets 2. And Sheamus gets the victory. Sheamus knocks off Kofi Kingston and is your new #1 contender to the Universal Championship. Huge win here tonight for Sheamus. Some might consider that an upset, as Sheamus is starting to find a revitalization to his career. Hit the big bro kick one more time. There it is. And Sheamus gets to celebrate your #1 contender in a very hard-fought matchup back and forth. Kingston looked good. And now Kingston actually back in the center of the ring. Looks like he's going to offer the hand to Sheamus. And Sheamus takes it. So Sheamus, a little bit of respect shown there between two former rivals. And we got to give it to him. And now Sheamus gets to celebrate, though, your new #1 contender. Big win here tonight. And the match is indeed official for Money in the Bank. It'll be Roman Reigns versus Sheamus for the Universal Championship. Big time encounter. Also, this is what the men's Money in the Bank field looks like as of right now. 5 superstars are active, 3 SmackDown, 2 Raw, as we continue to fill up the field. But next episode of Raw, we'll actually see some of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, qualification match. We'll see Becky Lynch take on Doudrop, as well as Alexa Bliss go up against Nikki Cross, all building towards Money in the Bank in Las Vegas. You don't want to miss it, but that's all we have time for in this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more Universe Mode content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.